Now, what is unique features Ayurveda describe? This is the unique feature described by Ayurveda while describing diet. Yesterday only I came across one WhatsApp forward. I am going to read this. This is a very good message. Your diet is not only what you eat, it's what you watch. It is what you watch, what you listen, what you read, the people you hang around. So be mindful of the things you put into your body, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So Ayurveda also mention exactly that quantity and quality of the meal is required. Along with that, you should be aware why you are eating or what is special purpose. Many times sport persons are have different diet plans, so you can modify diet accordingly. Then one viruddhana is concept there, that is food incompatibility. Many times parents think that having 2 to 3 ingredients together or mixing some ingredients and processing will value give value addition to nutrition, but this is very wrong. Some ingredients together will not have good nutritional value. Actually they hamper your health condition, so this is very wrong method. I will going to focus it on next slide. So this is about diet. So diet influences growth, development, and immunity of child. So it is very important. Healthy food habits during childhood will ensure healthier life as an adult. So it is responsible for good quality of life. Then healthy diet will prevent many diseases from childhood like obesity, diabetes, and nutritional deficiency diseases. Now, look at this food guide pyramid. The base of the pyramid is of carbohydrates, the major share from our diet, Indian diet, we can say. What we are missing is equal share of vegetables and fruits. Nowadays, due to lockdown, we totally missing this. So, vegetables and fruits are should be used seasonal, packed or preserved, or uh, uh, do not use that type of vegetables and fruits. Then equal share of dairy products and protein products. What we are missing is amount of protein or quantity of protein. If you are vegetarian, many times the protein rich diet is not there, which causes protein energy malnutrition in many vegetarian people. So make sure that your child is having protein. Proteins are also of two types, simple protein and complex protein. So protein related with moong dal is very simple to digest. So in childhood, in early ages, below 5-year age, you can use moong dal for better absorption. Then also we move to the group fat. Fat is also having 4 groups: simple, unsaturated, polysaturated, and trans fat. Trans fat is a processed fat. You should avoid trans fat. Then unsaturated fat, that is fat which is liquid at room temperature, that is cow ghee. You can use cow ghee. It is not banned. And last, top of the pyramid is of bakery products. It should be in less quantity as shown in figure. Now, this is actually a quantitative table. Many times parents ask ki how much quantity should my child is have to take, or my child is of this age group. He is taking all the things, but quantity I'm not sure getting or not. So this is general nutritional guideline. If your child is in between 2 to 4 year age, vegetables should be 1 to 1.5 cups. Seasonal fresh vegetables you can take. Grains, that is carbohydrate group, that is 100 gram. You can use rice, wheat, jawar, bajri for that. Then fruits, 1 to 1.5 cups, seasonal fruits. Protein, 70 gram protein, that is pulses, chicken, egg. Again, I am stressing, make sure that your child is having enough protein for vegetarian people. And dairy products, 2 cups minimum. Milk, curd, cheese, etc. are the sources. Now this is again quantitative diet chart for 4 to 8 year children. Vegetables, 1.5 to 2.5 cups. Then grains, that is carbohydrate, 115 to 170 grams. Fruits, 1 to 1.5 cups. Proteins, 85 to 150 gram. And dairy products up to 3 cups. So this is the quantitative diet chart. Then again, Viruddhana, that is food incompatibility, as we discussed, 2 or 3 ingredients mixing together, not having much nutritional addition. So be aware of that. I am here giving good processes and bad processes. So what are good processes? Good processes are easy to digest, easy to absorb, so have better result in your body, and bad processes are not having much nutritional value, easy hard to digest and hard to absorb, so not having as much influence on the body. So fully cooked vegetables, give with every food item, use of Indian spices while preparation, use of black jaggery for sweetening of the food. If you are replacing white sugar, it is best thing. Milk and ghee, all are good processes. Bad processes, salad with curds. Many time we Indian people serve that salad with curd. Then mayonnaise, honey with hot water. One advertise is also there focusing, take honey and water, you will get rid of fat. Very wrong. It is a slow poisoning. Then half cooked vegetables in sandwiches. Once in a while, it is okay. Pizza, barbecues, grilled non-veg item, all are with bad processes or in group of food incompatibility. Half cooked and then grilled items, fruit shakes, milkshakes, children's favorite, all items are in bad processes. Brownie, curd cream used during non-veg preparation. Many time biryani or whatever that items are preparing, we use curd during preparation. That is very wrong method. Then after this Viruddhan or food incompatibility, there are some recipes. Many of you parents are knowing it, but I'm just including some of them. That is groundnut chikki and sattu, that is flour of roasted wheat, and chana dal. You can have it with milk and jaggery. Then Trinan modak, that is dry fruit laddu, you can say. Wheat chick, then nachni ragi satwa, dalimavaleha, moravla. One tip I wanted to give to all of you, that do not go with green vegetable and paneer. Palak paneer is a very bad recipe because paneer decreases absorption of zinc and other hemoglobin related entities. And another is always go for green vegetables. We always eat vitamin C related food during green vegetable intake. That is, you can add lemon to your diet when you are having green vegetable in your meal. It increases the absorption and increases the hemoglobin level very well. So these all are about diet, up to which we covered malnutrition, that is under and over nutrition, and we can correct malnutrition without any supplements, because the supplements given by doctor are temporary making your levels high, and again your child may go into the trouble. So diet is the only medicine for both under nourished child and over nourished child. So